Well, hello, everybody. This is the show that you're looking for, as it always is on a Monday at, listen, 7:05 tonight, 7 o'clock, 7:05. It's the same thing. Just like, sporting events, Josh. It always says 7 o'clock game time. No, it's not. It's
No,
really about 7:10.
yeah, no, those game times are always off.
You got a little fashionably late. I had to help Madre take the garbage down. Josh, you got a long driveway?
No, we got a little driveway, but we don't even use it.
See, I think our driveway is probably, 200 feet.
That's Jesus.
Yeah, it's a longer one.
Taking the garbage out. So we used to have a house that had a long driveway like
See,
that.
see, I will fully admit, is this privilege? Is this me being lazy? Absolutely, probably all the above. Listen, there ain't nobody walking that garbage can down. No. I'm hopping. We hop right in the trunk of the car.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, why not?
No, you could call that lazy. I, on the other hand, prefer the word innovation. I mean, I'm just
Work
saying.
Smarter, not harder.
Bill Gates said that he would hire the laziest person to do the most difficult job. They'd find an easier way to do it. And you know what? I could never agree more. Agree more.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Bill Gates, hire me. Like, guys, I'll have Microsoft running faster than ever. It'd be unbelievable the things I could do. But Josh, most importantly, when it comes to this show, everybody needs to know how you're doing, my friend, my buddy, old pal.
I'm not gonna lie, it's been a long and rough day. My charger broke last night.
Oh, brother.
And as you know, I have a potato for a phone.
Yes, this can confirm.
So I go to Walmart. They don't have my charger.
Oh, no.
Head over to Walgreens. They don't have my charger.
Oh, no.
Head to all the gas stations. They don't have my charger. So I had to buy one of those, which I probably like it more when you just lay it on. You don't have to plug it in or anything. You just lay it on top.
Oh, you got the little wireless charger, huh?
Yeah, it's like a little circle pad.
Oh, yeah, I got one. Don't worry. I got one.
Yeah, so it was an annoying day because I kind of need my phone to work, and I didn't get to charge my phone until about 2 o'clock.
Nothing worse than a broken phone charger. Let me tell you something. For as much as I love Apple, their old phone chargers, I used to go through them like water.
Oh, so quickly.
Bro, the part where you plug it into the phone, always getting afraid,
Mm-hmm.
always wires hanging out all the time. Now I'll say, Apple, you've done very well. Hold on, let's see if you can see it. These lightning chargers, my guy, with the brick, be charging my phone supersonic speed. And listen, this is the original one. I've had my phone for 2 years.
I feel like my biggest problem when I had an iPhone, I feel like this is most people, when I'm laying in bed and I'm charging my phone and you got it like on your chest or something and you're bending the cord, that's what made mine break so fast.
I feel that. At one point, I did have like the 10-foot cord.
I never had that.
Oh, yeah. 10-foot cord is life-changing, especially if, you're not right next to the outlet. Because, I'll even say, like, right now, it's good, though, because my phone charges so fast that I usually don't have to really worry about it. But there's some times where I'm trying to lay on my opposite side, and the way my phone's plugged in, I can't really do it.
Yeah.
That's when I just make the sacrifice, though. I'll get my phone to, like, 40%, just unplug it, turn over. Yep. I'm like, listen, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. And then you plug it back in before you go to bed.
Yeah, I'm buying an outlet, but this house, like, we probably got, 15 outlets in this house. Only about 3 or 4 of them work. So it's really annoying. So I got the extension cords. That's
okay.
That's how I get it done. Just got the extension cord leading up to the bed. But Connie, how are you?
Oh, we like to say, actually today, not bad. Listen, did I once again have work at 11 o'clock? I had to get up at 10 and not go to bed until 4:30? Yes. So was I tired this morning? Yes. But let me tell you something. So working at the grocery store, right? Your boy cutting fruit, aka the fruit ninja, as some would call me. I pull up to work today. My manager goes, "You know what? I got something for you." And I'm like, "Oh, here we go. Here we go. What now?" He goes, "What? You might be able to leave early." I said, "Oh, now you're talking my language." Word to Drake. So apparently, all the fruit got cut from the order today. Like most of our product got cut from the order today. Listen, I was supposed to work 11 to 6. I ended up working 11 to 3:30.
Hey,
You know,
that's
came
what's
home,
up.
played some Xbox. We're living. We're living. Now I'm
Nice.
here.
Speaking of another broken thing, my controller's all broken. I don't even know what's broken
My
about it.
mom sucked up the cord with the vacuum to charge my controller. I was so
Tough.
mad. She went out and got another one though, so it's okay. I will say though, I got an Elite controller for Christmas, bro. Elite controller, like $150.
Hmm.
My analog stick already gets stuck to the point I can't even use it because my guy will just move forward without me touching it.
That's exactly how mine is, except it's side to side. So like
Oh,
when I'm
see?
trying to go to like Netflix or different apps, like it's impossible. I just have
Oh
to
yeah, me
get
trying to
lucky.
scroll up and down, not even possible. I was trying
No.
to play the Marvel's Avengers game because it's free on Game Pass. I'm trying
So
to
is
do a
Guardians of the
stealth mission.
Galaxy.
Trying to do a stealth mission. All of a sudden I'm jumping over barricades because my controller keeps moving me forward.
I wasn't
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I wasn't using the Game Pass as much, so I kind of canceled my service. And then I saw today that they have the Guardians of the Galaxy on there now. I'm about to hop back on that.
Guardians of the Galaxy got the Marvel, like I said. Yo, MLB the Show is gonna be on Game
Yeah,
Pass.
yeah.
Honestly, in all serious, I'm gonna save that for the break. From what I'm most excited about, April 5th. April 5th. I'm very excited for April 5th. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. All right, Josh. It's been about 6 minutes. We haven't talked anything besides ourselves. But guess what? Guess what, people? You know whose show you're watching? Ours. It's ours.
Yep.
We can do what we want. You know what I mean? So with that being said, we'll hop into a little bit of stuff here. Josh, we had a nice little UFC fight night this weekend. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Josh, was this was the heavyweight
Yeah,
main event, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I did get to watch most of it, but let me hear your thoughts, and then I'll piggyback as per usual.
Yeah, I watched it a little bit later. Was watching, college basketball, which I didn't even put on the dock today, but they were the most boring games ever. So
Yeah,
shout out St.
R.I.P.
Peter's
St.
though.
Peter's, man.
Yeah, shout out St. Peter's for the run though. Very impressive
The
run.
Purdue victory, the high of that, and then man, you
Hmm.
want to talk about a low. Talk about a
UNC.
low of that North Carolina game.
Yeah. But yeah, UFC fight night. I watched the last few fights. Obviously, the main event, Curtis Blades with the knockout, and those knockout punches when you could hear it
Oh,
like so loud. I mean, he put Dawkins down, and Dawkins is a good fighter. But Curtis Blades was number 4 coming into this and got the knockout. I don't really know what's going to happen in the heavyweight division. It's very weird with not knowing if Francis Ngannou's contract, if he's going to ever fight with the title again. Who knows? But Curtis Blades probably going to fight another guy. I'd like to see him maybe take on Stipe or somebody. We've seen him fight Derek Lewis. He got knocked out by Derek Lewis, but he's been fighting really well since then. So this was a nice knockout for him. But my favorite win by far is Kai Kara France. He got the win.
oh yeah.
Such a good win.
Wait, he
Asker
did win that
Askarov,
fight?
he did. He won by decision,
You want to know what?
29-28.
Because I was watching it, and then I had to go do something, and I didn't get to see who won the fight. Oh, I actually know what I think it was. I think I was still at work, and because at the end of the day you got to clean. And listen, let me tell you something. I'm back there by myself. I'm putting the UFC fight on,
Right.
so I put it on. I'm pretty sure I left when that fight was going to the decision, and I always meant to look it up, and I forgot to do it. Good to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, Kai got it by decision 29-28, I'm pretty sure. But Asker Askarov, that's an interesting name, isn't it? Asker Askarov. Like that's a
Yeah,
wild name to have.
that's a lot.
Yeah. But uh Kai Kara France was a huge underdog coming into this fight. Askarov, I think number 2 ranked heading into this. Kai was number 6. And then Kai, the first round, went exactly how everybody thought it would go. Askarov took him to the ground, held ground control, had a couple of chances at a rear naked choke, but Kai was able to survive. And then second round, Kai just went at him, was throwing haymakers, was like, hey, if he's going to take me out, he's going to do it, but I'm going to get some punches in before he can do it. And he did good with his takedown defense. Third round, Askarov got on his back a little bit, but Kai was able to throw him off. And then they were just standing and throwing, and Kai Kara France. I mean, Askarov can stand and throw too, but Kai is just way better on the feet than him. And yeah, I was talking to Monique, our UFC expert for Unwrapped. I asked her if she thought Kai Kara France was going to win. She was like, no, Askarov's going to win this. I was like, I don't know. I got a feeling Kai's going to win this. He knocked out, can't remember who he knocked, Cody Garbrandt. He knocked him out, I think, during the Adesanya fight card and got the win here, 29-28. I would say Kai deserves a title chance, but we have no clue when the Brandon Moreno, Davison Figueiredo era is going to end. So it could be a year before he gets a title shot. But yeah, he should be up next because obviously Figgy's the champ, Brandon's number one, but now Kai should be number two. I don't know if they updated the rankings because Askarov was two, so he should jump up there. But yeah, pretty good fight night overall.
Yeah, there were some enjoyable fights on there for sure. I mean, there were some duds, man. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't remember the names. I'm not good with the names yet. There was one where literally all 3 rounds it was grappling, like on the like, and that was the thing too. Like I understand the grappling being part of MMA, and obviously more casual people, I would say, like myself, and maybe not everybody, but listen, we like to see people get punched in the face. Like that's what I'm there for.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the grappling for sure, but like I don't know what fight it was. Man, it was on the main card. I know that. Oh, I'll have to look it up, but I mean, all 3 rounds were literally just on the floor, and there was nothing happening either. Like usually grappling, you see it like, oh, there's a submission attempt here, some ground and pound there, or whatever. There was literally nothing happening, and I was like, I tweeted out, I said, this is the most boring fight I've ever watched in my entire life. So I gotta try it. Let's see. No, it wasn't the Matt Brown fight. It wasn't
the Dvorak. It wasn't the Dvorak, so I think it had to have been on the undercard.
Nah, it was the Diakiese fight.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, you're so lucky. I mean, it was just terrible.
Yeah,
literally one of the worst fights I've ever watched in my life.
Those fight cards, like I get why it'd be exciting for like Daniel Cormier and Joe Rogan because they train this stuff. They know how hard it is. They love that stuff. But even me, like I get a little bit excited sometimes during grappling. But to be honest, I'm with you there. I'm here to see these people throw punches and eat punches. I'm not here to watch a hug fest.
What fight did you tweet about? Because I saw you tweet something. One of them was boring.
I think it was the Dvorak fight because I bet on Dvorak, and the first round they literally didn't throw a single punch until like the last 45 seconds. And I get that they were feeling each other out, but it was so annoying. And then Dvorak got dropped in the second round and then lost the third round. Well, I think he won the third round, but he lost the first 2. So it was, yeah, that fight sucked. It was supposed to be pretty good because they were well matched and 2 very up and coming fighters, but it sucked.
Yeah, tough one. I mean, UFC 273 is next, right?
Yeah, there's no fights this weekend, but the next weekend we finally get to see Petr Yan and Aljamain Sterling with the rematch, which is going to be awesome. But then the main event is Volkanovski versus the Korean Zombie. Korean Zombie's a legend of the sport, but Volkanovski's going to kill him. I don't know why he took this fight. Like it's kind of he's going to get paid for it, but it's an easy win for him, which I hope I'm wrong because we said that about Amanda Nunes every fight too, and she's not even the champ. So
we get Chimaev on this card as well.
Yeah. But the real main event is Petr Yan and Aljamain. I don't know why they didn't make that.
Yeah, I don't know why that's the co-main event.
Yeah, that should be the main event.
I'm looking at it right here on the good old Google machine. Question. Yeah. Listen, Dana, doing good things.
Yeah.
Questionable there. A little questionable.
Yeah, very questionable.
But yeah, not a bad UFC fight night. There has definitely been worse out there. Definitely been better, but we'll survive. All right, we'll get into the NBA a little bit as well. So a little question here for the people that Josh, is putting out there into the universe, and that'll be how much should winning impact, the MVP voting? And Josh, it's your question. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I think because I was watching one of Shaq's podcasts because he's got like a million different shows he does.
That's true.
But Tracy McGrady was on there, and he was saying that like he should have won MVP in 2003, and Tim Duncan won it. And obviously you can't take it away from Tim Duncan. It's Tim Duncan. But Tracy was saying like if you take Tracy off the Magic are probably picking top 5, and they were a 6 seed because of Tracy. You take Tim Duncan off the Spurs, they're probably still a playoff team. So I hate how much winning should be a factor a little bit in the MVP vote. Like if you're putting up amazing numbers but your team stinks, you shouldn't be an MVP. But just because your team is very good and you're putting up decent numbers does not mean you should be ahead in the MVP voting. Because the way I look at it this year, like I think Embiid's probably going to win it. and I have no problem with that. It's a very tight race this year, but I think Jokic should get it because if you take Jokic off the Nuggets this
Oh,
year, they are so bad. I mean, they are
awful.
terrible because no Jamal Murray, no Michael Porter Jr., and he has them in a playoff spot,
My dark
competing
horse
for a title.
MVP really let me down this year.
He did for sure. But yeah, I just think winning is overvalued in MVP because the MVP is about like who's been killing it this year, who's the best player right now, like who had the best season, not what team had the best season. Because people have been arguing lately that Devin Booker should be in the MVP conversation. Very good season from Devin Booker, but he should not be up there with the likes of Jokic, Joel Embiid, and Giannis, who are all three averaging basically 30-point double-doubles. So I just don't think team success should be a big factor in a player award because we don't do that with any other awards. We don't do that with Rookie of the Year. We don't do that with Defensive Player of the Year, but MVP is all about winning, it seems like lately, and I just don't like how that works.
I think it's a little bit on the fence for me. I think I kind of land where you do as well, though, with like winning is what everybody's trying to do, so it has to factor into it for sure. Like there's no doubt about that. But I think I struggle as well with how much. Because like you said, you can look at Jokic and what are they without without him? They're terrible. I mean, the 76ers, they're probably terrible without Embiid. I mean, I don't know if they would be as bad as the Nuggets. Probably not, especially after you traded for Harden. I'm pretty sure Harden could attempt to carry, and you still have Harris there, and still got Maxey there as well. So you still got some pieces that would probably, it'd be all right. But it's also to the point where, like, how good of a season do you have to counteract the losing? Because like you saw that with Russ, when he won that MVP, when he averaged a triple double. Like you obviously had to give it to him, but what were they like the 6th seed that year, weren't they?
Yeah, they were like 7th or 6th. Yeah.
So I mean, it kind of has to counteract itself, but like, to what point can you say, okay, this guy is the MVP because these are the numbers he's putting up and this is what he's doing versus, well, this guy could be the MVP, but he is winning a lot more, so we're going to give it to him instead. Like, I think I agree with you that I would give it to Jokic. I also agree with what you said that, I don't have a problem giving it to Embiid. He's had an unbelievable season. And the other thing is too, we're kind of getting into that territory that we've seen, with Brady and LeBron and MJ and you over to baseball, you look at Mike Trout and things like that. Like, if you gave Giannis the MVP every year, I'm not mad either.
No. Yeah.
So, here's the other thing too. Like, I believe a couple weeks ago, the Nuggets played the Sixers and the Nuggets won. So, like, what if the team's worse, but I beat you in head-to-heads? Like, what does that matter? I think everything just has to. It kind of just has to be like, what do you want? Because I think we've always struggled as fans and people arguing back and forth about it, like what MVP really is. And I think we've all kind of determined, at least I have, that it's not really the most valuable player. It's obviously who had the best season. Because if we were doing most valuable player, like I said, Jordan would have won it all those years. You probably would have passed it to Kobe for a little bit. Then you would have passed it to Duncan for a little bit. And then LeBron would have ran with it forever. And then, maybe Steph takes it a couple of years. But it's not like that. It has been, who's had the best season. And I don't hate that. I really don't.
Right. Yeah.
But I would also like to see, I would almost want another award made. I really do.
Yeah.
Like, I wish we could give like the MVP to somebody who we really think is the most valuable player, and then make like a
regular season
MVP. Like best individual season award.
Yeah. Because it just it's the award, like you said, the award's name doesn't really fit what it's giving. Like it doesn't fit the player you're giving it to. Like it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like you said, I think it's so weird how quickly we do it too, because Giannis wins 2 MVPs and now it's like, we can't give it to him again. Like, it's Giannis. Yeah. Jokic won it last year. If he gets it this year, then he'll put up 30 and 12 next year. We'll be like, well, we can't give it to him again, because I think Jordan's really the guy that kind of set it to that. He won like 4 straight, and then they're like, all right, we gotta give it to like Karl Malone or somebody. Like let's just give it to somebody else. It can't just be Jordan. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see them add another award too, but they'll never do that because the NBA refuses to do things that actually make sense.
Well, see, I don't even say that about the NBA though. I say it about all of them too, because like I feel like you can argue in any sport that like if you take like I'm trying
The
to
NFL is the only one where it kind of makes sense because they have Offensive Player of the Year. Because like the MVP is a quarterback award, always will
see,
be.
but that's the problem too.
Well, it's never going to change. That's why they added the Offensive Player of the Year. Because I mean, Adrian Peterson was like the last player to win MVP, right? That wasn't a quarterback.
Yeah, probably. I assume
It was 2012, right? Like a decade of. You're telling me that Aaron Donald hasn't been the best player in the league for a year? That's just crazy.
See, but I don't know. That's what annoys me though. It's the fact that like listen, is it a quarter? Do I not enjoy it being a quarterback award? Like yeah, because my boy can get it,
Mm-hmm.
But it's also to the point where like last year, how did Cup get 1 vote?
Yeah.
Like how can you not sit there and argue that he was the MVP? Yeah, obviously Matt Stafford was a big part of the success for it, and that's also what I hate. Like, how good of a season does a wide receiver have to win an MVP? Because then everybody's like, oh well, the quarterback threw it to him.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what has to happen? Does it like you know what I truly wonder? This is really what it is. What if Cup has that season last year with like 4 different quarterbacks?
That's what I was about to say. Like, I think the only way it works for a receiver to get that MVP is if the quarterback is so bad or they're just rotating. Like that's the only way that
that's
could
the
happen.
thing too. Like it's stupid because it's never gonna happen.
No, it's just not. Just not. Because I mean, there have been receivers that do that all the time. I mean, Calvin Johnson, like he had Matt Stafford, yeah, but Matt Stafford was injured a lot too, and he's putting up numbers.
The year that Hopkins had when he had like Osweiler and I don't know, was Matt Castle over there? I don't know.
What was the guy's name? Something Savage.
Tom Savage.
Tom Savage, yeah, he was out there.
I feel bad for my man Hopkins, man. I feel bad for him. How do you not? It's almost embarrassing. Yeah, but the whole wins thing. Josh, let me look something up real quick. Let's look at the odds to win NBA MVP. Let's take a look.
They're probably closer than they.
All right, so we got Embiid right now, heavy favorite, -200. Next, we got Jokic +150, and then there's that big jump. Yeah, Giannis at +800 at the next. Devin Booker 2,500, Luka's 5,000, John Morant's 5,000, and then you just get to long shots with KD being a 15,000 and DeRozan 20.
And that's crazy too, because is Luka ever going to win an MVP just because Dallas doesn't know how to put good players around him? Like, how is that his fault? I bet on the Mavericks last night actually, and they wound up winning, and it was just Luka out. He took like 6 threes in the first quarter, hit half of them. I was like, this guy is carrying them.
Yeah, like I said, I think you have to have a record-breaking season to win an MVP in the NBA, and your team not to be good. Like if you're like I think if you're a 4 season below, you have to have a crazy season.
Yeah,
because I think they justify anything 4 and up as like, oh, they're one of the best teams in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
But like if Luka averaged 35 and 10, and he was like the 7 seed, I still don't know if he would get it, but I think he would.
Yeah, I hope he would. I mean, but even like it's still stupid because the top 4 or even 5 in the East only separated by like a game and a half. It's so tight. Like the Celtics just took the number 1 seed. Like and
they're about to give it back up tonight because they got everybody and their mother out.
Yeah, I made a bet on that too. I got Marcus Smart's over on points. I saw everybody's out and they didn't move the number yet. It was like 14 and a half. I'm like, Marcus taking at least 20 shots tonight. So I'll take that.
You know what, Josh? I'm playing this smart bet. There's
yeah.
other places you can, win some moolah. I believe one of them, Josh, beautiful sponsor of the show, Underdog Fantasy. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love that spot.
Go over to that app. You go over to the App Store. You go over to the Google Google Play Store, I believe it's called over there on Android, something like that. And you could type in Underdog Fantasy. Beautiful, beautiful app comes up. Got a nice silhouette of a dog. You can change it even if you want to on your profile. By the way, game changing. By the way, download that. You sign up. You use code Gen Z. You get the first deposit doubled.
Beautiful.
I mean, you're doing times 2 your money up to $100.
And last week when I told the people, I'll give you free money. Kevin Durant's over on points. He finished with like 38. Easy money.
Listen, we're trying to help. That's what we're here for.
Put
Not
money in
only
your
are we here to
pockets.
entertain you. No. That's easy. We're entertaining people as it is. We're trying to help you win money.
Yeah.
We're trying to give you free dough over here. If you don't want to listen, take the free money. Well, I hate to tell you, not the smartest person out there.
Yeah, missing out.
You're missing out. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Josh, let's go to your little who's better game.
Yeah, it's not so much a game. It's just more like I'm gonna give you 2 players. You tell me which is he could be better. Which one would you rather have on your team? Just however you feel about it. Player we're just talking about, Devin Booker, or Kyrie Irving.
Man, that's tough. It doesn't sound tough because I think, unless you're Michael, who loves Devin Booker with a burning passion, I think a lot of people would take Kyrie. Now, I understand Devin Booker's very young. Can score the ball almost at will. Kyrie got the handles of a god. Got the ball on a string. He can drop, we saw him drop 60. Very possible. But the thing with Kyrie is, I don't know what he's going to play. Now, Josh, do I get current Kyrie mindset, or do I get, Cleveland Cavaliers mindset Kyrie?
No, you get present day.
Oh, brother. Oof.
Remember, New York and Kyrie can play at home now. So
yeah, well, guess what? That playing game might be in Toronto. He can't even play in that.
That is true. You might miss him in some other places, but
also last year the man just decided to take off a little bit for personal reasons.
He did. Flat
Earth as well. Wow, You know what the bad thing is, and I could be wrong. With all that being said, I still think I'd take Kyrie.
I'm on the same side as you, man. I just think Kyrie is generational talent. Like Devin Booker,
so annoying.
Yeah, but Devin Booker's a walking bucket. Like we get that he give you 30 anytime he wants. But Kyrie can do that too, and he can run your offense. He's just a different world talent.
And neither one of them are really, locking you down. So I don't really have to, not too big of a difference over there. And I think that's what changes my mind is the fact that Kyrie can run the offense. Like, yeah, Booker's a shooting guard, obviously, so he's going to be involved a lot. But Kyrie literally has the ball in his hands all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So as annoying as he is, as much as he pisses me off, I think I'd go with him.
And there's a reason that teams, ever since the drama in Cleveland, teams that are looking to contend want him.
Yeah.
Like KD's still like, I want that guy on my team. I don't care if he takes a month off or can't play home games. I want him on my team. Trade James. We keep him Kai. And
even today, Kyrie's like, oh, I don't want anybody controlling me. I want freedom. Really, bro? Why do you wear a seatbelt?
Yeah.
Why? Listen, stop paying your taxes. See what happens. I'm just saying, freedom. That's freedom, all right.
It is.
You'll see what happens, but hey, you got that freedom you wanted. Just saying.
All right. So we're both on Kyrie. The next one, Donovan Mitchell or Trae Young.
This is another one. They're both very talented.
Both below average defenders as well. So this is another one where defense doesn't play a
See,
huge factor.
once again, I think I'm going with Trey because he can run my offense.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
you know, and here's my other thing, right? Now, we saw what Mitchell did in the playoffs in the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it. But his teams always end up losing.
Yeah.
This man
Regular season
Trey
champs.
Young. This man Trey Young hitting a bow at MSG. You know, giving the Bucks problems out here. I don't know. I think I gotta. Although he's only been there once, right? Trey.
Yeah, I think last year was his playoff debut conference
I feel
finals.
like I got more faith in the man in the playoffs already.
This one's tougher for me than the Kyrie or Book one, because I mean, yeah, the Jazz, like, they get crowned regular season champs every year.
Every year.
Every year they have an amazing regular season, an okay playoff run, but they're usually out by the second round. But I think I'm gonna go with Donovan Mitchell,
Okay.
which I don't even feel like that's right, because Trey Young, I mean, he's averaging like 29 and 11 this year. He's absolutely killing it, and the Hawks have dealt with injuries all year, and he's kept them afloat. But Donovan Mitchell, just, I think this is the one where I'm leaning towards the walking bucket. Like, he just can put it in the bucket anytime, so clutch. Not saying Trey's not clutch, but Donovan's just and Trey's known for his shooting, mainly because he's an excellent shooter and because of college he was pulling up from half court. But Donovan's like that too. Donovan has that range also. I think he can also run the offense. Probably not as good as Trey, not as good of a passer as Trey. But I got to go with Donovan Mitchell. I feel like he's pretty underrated just because of the Jazz's problems in the playoffs. But I put that more on Rudy Gobert than Donovan Mitchell. I mean, Rudy gets exposed every postseason.
That's a
Terrence Mann
fair
dropping
statement.
30. Terrence Mann dropping 30 on you. Like, that can't happen.
Yeah, definitely not what you like to see.
Yeah, and that bubble performance by Donovan, like,
those were the best games of the bubble, by the way.
Oh, that series was insane.
I mean,
Jamal
you
Murray
had
versus Donovan. That
oh,
was insane.
Jamal Murray was cooking up 50 pieces in the bubble.
Yeah, I'm a lean towards Donovan, but very easily can see why you go with Trey. I think.
See, exactly. Not mad. I'm not mad about either.
Yeah, no. This one, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. DeMar DeRozan, Jimmy Butler. Prior to this season, I think Jimmy is the unanimous answer. It's not even close, because you're just 1 year removed from his crazy finals run. But DeMar this season, when given a team that actually wants to win, I mean, the buzzer beaters, this is one where the defense can play a factor.
That's what I'm thinking. Jimmy's so much better.
Yeah, I wouldn't call DeMar a liability on defense, but the gap between him and Jimmy is very large because that's how good Jimmy is defensively. But I also think the gap on the offensive end between DeMar and Jimmy is sizable too. Jimmy can get a bucket, but DeMar is head and heels over him, if you're asking me. So I'm gonna go with Jimmy. I just think he's proven more in the playoffs for me. But DeMar this season makes it very close.
I go with Jimmy as well, and I go with Jimmy because of this. And I think you said it well. Jimmy can get the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it going to be as easy as DeMar can get it? Probably not. But he can get it, and then I also think he can come back on defense and guard your best player.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, say you need the bucket and a stop. Which one would you go with? I'm going with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I think he can get the bucket, albeit maybe not so easily. But I think he gets the stop much easier than DeMar does. Much easier.
Yeah. But I mean, it's crazy because, like I said, a year ago, this is not even a conversation. But the way DeMar has been playing this season, and I mean, people talking about the Bulls, they can't beat good teams. DeMar has fallen off the past couple months, but he's still averaging like 26 right now. So I don't know. It's a tough decision, but I think Jimmy is the right answer.
Is Lonzo coming back?
He was starting to do workouts, but his leg started acting up again, so they took him out of that. So might not see him until I don't even know if he'll be ready because we only got like 7 games left in the regular season. So he won't be ready by the first round. So I don't know. Hope so. But Patrick Williams is back for them, so I like seeing that. But this one, I think this one's a real debate too. Cat or AD?
Nah, I'm going Cat.
I'm going Cat.
And I mean full disrespect to Anthony Davis. I mean full disrespect. Like Cat out here. Oh yeah, AO. Somebody a little injured in this UConn North Carolina women's Elite 8, huh?
Mm.
I don't know who that is. Down by the basket though. Some tears. I see some tears on the ground. It's never a good sign, by the way.
Never.
It's not Paige. It's not Paige.
That's good.
Yo, she's a bucket, bro.
Yeah, bucket, walk a bucket.
Like it must be their center. Let's see what I can see here. That didn't look like nothing. Live commentary here. I'm not seeing too much. Hold on, we're getting a replay. Okay, gets the rebound, goes up with the shot. She's grabbing the wrist. Maybe when she came down. Okay.
Was there contact on the shot?
Well, there was some contact.
Okay.
I believe contact from about both sides.
Okay.
It looked like more of a when she came down to the ground, bracing the fall was when.
Oh, that's how I broke my wrist. Literally I shot fade away, landed back on my wrist. My fingertips almost touched right here.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, that was bad.
Never broken a bone one day in my life, Josh.
I hadn't up until that point. That was the first one.
How old were we?
I think I was heading into junior year, so I was only like 15, something like that.
Now,
16,
how do
maybe.
we feel about milk?
Milk? I love milk. I drink milk. I was a cereal guy big time in high school, so
big cereal.
Always drinking milk. Always drinking.
So you can't. Well, I was gonna say maybe you can't even use the milk thing that you didn't drink enough because you did.
It was literally just stupid by me. Like I'm falling back, just shot a fadeaway. Why would I put my arm all the way back here and then just fingertips first? Just
see the fingertips first is where you messed it up.
Yeah,
you gotta go.
I think what I was trying to do was like not hit the ground so hard. So like as I was falling, I was gonna push, so I'd slide instead of just hitting my tailbone. And there was no push. The hand got stuck, and I was out for. I couldn't practice. I had a cast. I was out for like the first half of summer. Didn't get to practice at all. It sucked.
Oh, that's a tough life. Like I said, I never broke nothing. Now, this could also be because, well, your boy wasn't doing many athletic activities. If you take a look, so not too many chances to get hurt unless I fell down the stairs or something. Which very coordinated. So could never be. I will say I've had some calls, some close calls. Not with the wrist or nothing. The ankle, man. Let me tell you.
I was about to say the same thing.
I'll tell you why. Ready? the driveway is paved, correct? But a lot of groundwater over here in Walk Hill. So when it rains, the water seeps up. It cracks the pavement and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You got the little rocks in the driveway. So you're playing basketball. You try to come to a quick stop, your foot keeps sliding. There have been a couple times, that foot keeps sliding. All of a sudden, the ankle, a little twist here, a little hammy pull there. Not good.
I am one of those guys just walking. Sometimes my ankle just folds off me, bro. Like,
oh, you're like my boy. You're like my boy Tyrell. Shout out Tyrell if you ever hear this. I mean, the man is a walking injury. Never seen anything like it.
I remember
after every basketball game, bro. I think I broke my ankle. Or, my knee straight popped.
My friend one time, shout out Dylan, he actually did break his ankle playing basketball, but it happened so often where you just roll it or something. So you're like, come on, let's play. We needed one more. Dylan's out there hobbling on a broken ankle, bro. He's still getting buckets, though.
I'm pretty sure my brother didn't break it. I think he fractured. Is that like better than breaking, right? It is?
Yeah, definitely better. Well, it depends on the break. If it's a clean break, yeah, you probably want to fracture it instead.
I think he fractured his ankle playing basketball at our elementary school, A little, not in elementary school, that's just where the hoops were. Went up there one day, get a call. Next thing you know, little boot on the foot.
Mm.
You know, tough life.
I swear, every time I've rolled my ankle, I could have swore it was broken. Like I'm done. Like cut it off. It's dead.
He said, "Cut it off." I don't think I've ever had like a bad sprain or anything.
I had
Like
one.
I've definitely twisted the ankle a little bit. It hurts for a little bit, but like by the next day, I'm good.
I had one. I got sacked one time, and it kind of got caught up under the guy's leg. I had shout out Missy. I had her wrap it up. I was like, I don't think I can go. She's like, stop. Like it's literally fine. Not even swelling. I was like, nah, I'm done.
Nah, I've cut it off. I'm
Yeah, like it's done.
my athletic career is over.
Yeah, I'm done, man. I'm going home.
Oh, good times. Good times. Was that? Oh, we know. You didn't even get to answer. We started talking about injuries. But that's why I'm going with Cat, by the way. Full disrespect to Anthony Davis, bro. I can't do it.
Anthony Davis. That's a good one. I like that.
There's no way that I'm dealing with street clothes for half the season. Can't do it.
I think, and I'm siding with you on Cat. Cat is, I think he's, Jokic and Embiid are so good, but Cat's not far away from them. Like he is very good too.
Man's a shooter.
But if if hypothetically AD is a healthy player, he's not Anthony Davis. I'm taking AD just on the skill set. He's so good.
See, hypothetically, though, if Kyrie wasn't
Right.
a crackhead, I'd take him over the rest of the league.
Right. Yeah, I'm probably still Derrick Rose in the MVP conversation right now, hypothetically. But yeah, the injuries over the past few years. But if we're talking playoffs, I'll take this AD too. Like I'll take this Anthony Davis in the playoffs because he's a playoff player. But I'm gonna side with Cat. Cat is so good, very underrated, just because, like I said, how good Jokic and Embiid are. Like he's third, but he's a very, very good third. But yeah, I got to go with Cat too. And now, the last one.
Now, hold on, Josh. I have a question now that you say that. Because I'm thinking about it. 1, 2, and 3 for centers. And then I think there's such a far gap. Like, is it like that for any other position? Like point guards, I feel like
depends because it's
so
hard.
You can't.
It's harder with other positions because players like KD and Braun are kind of positionless. Like if you're calling them small forwards, I think there's a gap after them. Like KD, LeBron, then what? Jimmy? Like there is a gap.
Well, no, because then you would have Kawhi, PG.
True. And does Luka? If we're talking about, is Luka is all 3 too? Yeah, Kawhi, PG. I always forget about them when I'm thinking about top players because they haven't been playing.
No, actually, speaking of that, funny we bring them up. I actually just saw something. Paul George been upgraded to questionable to play tomorrow.
Love that. I'd rather him sit out to the playoffs, but I love to see that. Yeah, because they're a playing team right now. I
thought they were higher than that.
No, they're right above the Lakers right now.
Are we sure about this?
I'm pretty sure the playing teams are right now. I'm pretty sure they're.
This is the beauty of ESPN. You ready for this? Look at this. Ready? Let's go over to NBA. We're going to go to standings. Look at this. We're going to go to, scroll down a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
Clippers are the 8th seed.
Yeah, so they're the barely playing team.
Man, the Lakers are really one game out from missing the playoffs completely.
Who's the 7th seed?
The 7th seed are cat-led Timberwolves.
Love that. So it'll be, playing games might be nice if Ingram and CJ are playing because Timberwolves versus Pelicans, and then LA versus LA.
See, I feel like that's stupid to me.
What?
It's not 7, 10, 8, 9.
It is. That's 7 versus 10 play.
Yeah, no, but that would be the Timberwolves and the Lakers.
Pelicans hopped up over the
Lakers.
Lakers.
Yeah, the 9 seed, baby.
Oh man, Lakers.
That's why I said the Lakers are only one game out from missing. San Antonio is 30-44, and the Lakers are 31-43.
Damn, LA. AD, this is all your fault, bro.
And look at that. Lakers on a 2-game losing streak. Yeah. Spurs on a 3-game winner. They're coming.
That's crazy. Only thing I want coming out of that is I want the Timberwolves in the playoffs. I want to see Cat and D'Lo and Ant in the 7-game series.
I wouldn't be mad.
But that'd be a good series too if they get the 8th seed match up against Phoenix. I'd like that.
Ayton versus Cat.
Yeah, I think Phoenix might sweep them, but that'd be fun.
Oh no, absolutely, absolutely. Especially if is CP3 back?
Yeah, he played last night.
Yeah,
I got the win against the Sixers.
Not a chance in hell.
I had a nice parlay last night. I had the Knicks. I bet on the Knicks. Shout out Alec Burks, game-winning steal on Kate Cunningham.
Okay.
Then I bet on Phoenix and Dallas. And Phoenix in the fourth quarter. If it's a close game, lock it up. Take the alternate spread of how high it goes. Like lock it up. I mean, they just put on a show at the end. But I hate watching Philly, man. Like 30 free throws between James and Embiid. Like, get out of my face with that, bro. I hate it.
What was it? That the Nick 76er game where Embiid shot like 30 free throws?
Yeah, hate that shit.
Like,
I get it. He's so big and talented. You got to foul him, but like, let him play sometime, bro. Like Bismack got like he jumped straight up, but Embiid was going at him, and they called the foul on Bismack. I'm like, what do you want him to do there, bro? Like, where is he supposed to go?
Yeah.
But the last one, we're just talking about Jokic or Embiid. Who you want?
I'm going Jokic, man.
I am too, man.
Give me the Joker.
Because I think
passing
Embiid
is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Embiid, like scoring wise, it's close, but Embiid wins that. He got the step back now. His post up game's unbeatable, and he can get to the free throw line. But Jokic
shoot a couple threes.
Yeah, Jokic is a point guard in a gigantic man's body. Like that's what he does. I was watching him play the Thunder the other night. We wound up losing too. Shout out Poku for throwing one of the worst passes I've ever seen. But Jokic, like, I mean, he just caught the ball at the free throw line and was unstoppable. Like nothing you could do about it. I just think Jokic is just a better player. He can score at will too, but his passing vision is insane. He's not that bad of a defender. I think Embiid's probably the better defender, but Jokic is not like a liability on defense, but just Jokic's ability to run the offense, like with no Jamal Murray there or anything. I mean, right now he's averaging like 26, 12, and 8. Like it's just insane the numbers he's putting up. So I got to go with Jokic too.
Matt's asking, you think the Bucks go back to back?
If they can get healthy, they can get all the way healthy. I think.
Where are the Bucks right now? They are the 3 seed, huh?
That top 5 though. No one. These last 7 games are very important for home court. Yeah, like, what's the separating like 1 through 4 like games?
So the Celtics are tied with the Heat right now. Then Milwaukee's a half game back. The Sixers are a half game back.
Yeah.
And then Chicago's 3.5 back. So they're probably out of it. But
yeah, that top 4 is who knows how that's going to end up. But I think the Bucks can. I like the addition of Serge Ibaka down low. They got Brook Lopez back, who's been out since the first game of the season, and he's been playing decent. Bobby Portis from the corner is nice. But if Drew and Chris can stay healthy, I really like their chances to go back to back.
Matt said Bulls are 1 and done.
Sadly, I can see it. No.
Here's my thinking. This is another casual NBA fan question. Haven't the Heat been like the first seed like all year? Why do I always hear that they're not going to win anything?
Because actually, they're a deep team, very deep team, and they have been number 1 all year, rightfully so. They played really well, but lately, the fourth quarter they'll come into it with like 11, like the Knicks did it to them the other night. They were up by like 17. The Heat were in the fourth, and they wound up losing the game to the Knicks. They just collapse in the fourth all the time. I don't know why.
Okay.
And that fight between Jimmy and Udonis and Coach Spo, that gives me hope for them because they're a team that that happens and
I'll beat your ass.
Yeah, now they're better. Like I thought it was so funny because Jimmy was talking shit to Spoelstra. It was like, "Well, you think I'm gonna fucking fight you?" Like
he said that's the only reason we pay Haslam.
Yeah, he's like, he's here for this. He's my bodyguard.
I looked up his career, bro. Man averaged 7.5 points for a career.
UD's a legend, man.
I'm telling you right now, I could do the exact same thing Udonis Haslam does on that.
UD was nice early on. The first ring with D Wade, he was nice out there, good boardman, but he's just a vet. That's just what we had. Nick Collison.
I'm just saying. Listen, early in his career, couldn't do anything he did.
Right, but now, man, yeah.
You gave me the same amount of money as Haslam did. I could do his exact job right now.
He's what they refer to as a player coach. That's what he does.
He is textbook definition locker room leader.
Yeah.
That is the only reason he's there.
And I love that. I love that teams have guys like that. Like Jared Dudley for the Lakers when they won it. I love it when they just have a guy out there he can't hoop no more, but you want him around.
Yeah, not the worst thing. All right. Well, we answered all of our little questions there. And listen, people, we're going to go into our little break here, And listen, there's only really one thing to talk about. And Josh, I already know we're going to fight about this, by the way.
I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it anymore. Last night when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, but
that will listen. If you don't know what we're talking about, first of all, you've clearly been living under a rock because I can't go on literally any social media, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I'm getting spammed in my group chats with things. This man, Will Smith, Oscars last night, right? It was the Oscars.
yeah.
I always mess up I don't know why I always mess up the Oscars and the Grammys. I literally always do it.
I could never. I don't know. Golden Globes, something.
Yeah,
I don't know,
first of all, didn't ask.
Emmys.
But Chris Rock up there presenting an award. Made a little G.I. Jane joke about Jada. Will Smith not very happy with the joke. Walked up on stage, smacked him right in the face.
Right in the face.
Right in the face. I mean, and listen, Josh, I want actually no. I want to hear your opinion first because I've been told I'm wrong on this by like the whole group chat so far.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to know your opinion, and I will. By the way, I'm willing to die on this hill.
My opinion really like I don't know. Obviously, wasn't the time or place for it, but I think I don't know everything that goes on when Jada and Will. It's crazy because when you watch the clip, Will's laughing at it. He's like, "That's a good one, G.I. Jade," and then he looks over at Jada, and she is heated. So I think it's just Will probably sighed before he got up. He's like, I gotta go slap Chris now. Are you serious? Like, I gotta do this. And he got up and he did it. But I get it from both sides, kind of. Get why Will did it. Defend your girl. I get it. But it's Chris Rock, man. Like, it's a joke. It wasn't even that deep of a joke. Like, I get it. I get it that she is the one that talks about it, not other people. They don't like it when other people will take jabs about it. But I don't know. It's just funny to be like, I don't know. I just wish Chris kept when he was like, "Oh, I could." I wanted him to keep going
he
so
had
badly.
One of those August jokes locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded. I don't know. My opinion, really, like it happened. Chris said it best. The greatest moment in television history. He said it.
Oh, did he? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like pausing for a second. He's like, "That was greatest moment in television history." And then he started talking about documentaries. But yeah, I don't know. Not the time or place for it, but I get it.
I'm going full bitch made. Bro, Chris Rock is a comedian. Do you think when he goes up there that he's going to be like, and the award goes to Questlove? No. He's going to go up there. He's going to, roast some people in the crowd. He's going to present the award and he's going to leave. That is like, have you never watched the first 15 minutes of any award show where literally everybody is just sitting there roasting each other? Ricky Gervais, by the way, at the Golden Globes a couple years ago, literally called everybody a pedophile. Literally said that. Yeah. Not a single person got upset, nothing.
They laughed with him. They were like, yeah. He's right. Like they just laughed.
See, look, we got my boy here. What's going on, my guy? Will laugh at the joke. Jada was upset. My thing is how he going to act like a fool to Chris, but August entangled Jada. Will came out on the red table and was like, I knew about it.
I think the August thing for me, like everyone's like, why he slapped Chris, not August? Because he'd have to seek out August. He'd have to go to him, find him, and slap him. Chris was right there in the moment, heat of the moment.
No. Because here's my thing. You cannot also, because I totally agree with that comment. Oh, it's an open marriage. No. Hold on. Because the only thing you got on Will Smith is the Margot Robbie thing, which everything I've read, fake.
It happened. No, it happened.
Well, listen, I'm just saying.
But Will's doing it exactly how you're supposed to handle a situation like that.
And also, no. But here's my other thing. Go look up that red table.
I've seen that. It's a tough watch.
Bro, you cannot tell me that is a man who knew.
He had no clue.
Who maybe not knew, but was comfortable with his wife getting her cheeks clapped like that. You can't tell.
He hated that, bro. No way. She just set it up. Like, the fact that she did that all on a show and all that stuff. Like
this man, Will, was basically crying.
Yeah, no, I feel bad. Like I feel bad for like he didn't want to slap Chris. No way. He was laughing at the joke. He thought it was funny too. But he's just I don't know what it is with him and Jada, but he just bows down to her. So he saw she was pissed and he had to do something about it. But that slap was funny though. His like
Nah, yeah.
stance.
Bro,
That was
also,
funny though.
Chris, I'm defending you. But how you not smacked the shit out of him?
I think he was just shocked. Like because he was laughing when Will was walking up there. He thought he was about to come like laugh with him, make a joke or something.
No, bro, I'm telling you, bro. There's like 3 things you cannot do. You're not spitting on me. You're not slapping me. And the third thing, I think the third thing is kind of open to interpretation. I got a few things that if you do, I'm smacking the shit out of you. Other people might have those other things, but you cannot. I would have, bro. The minute Will turned around, I'm Shawn Michaels super kick right to the back of the head.
Sweet Chin Music is that.
I mean, you have to.
I think RDC World got it perfectly, man. They were like Chris got backstage. He's like, "Oh, he was serious. I thought it was a joke." Like, did you see that video from RDC?
Nah, I didn't see that.
It's so funny. He puts on the black forces. It's so good.
Bro, and he had to defend Jada. He's defending his family's honor.
He did.
He's defending his family's honor. What about the
he's
honor?
Just defending his girl.
Bro, what about the honor of her getting?
I agree. I fully
ran
agree.
down on in your own home.
I fully agree.
Where's the honor?
There wasn't, and he probably felt like shit after that. He's like, you know what? Next time someone want to disrespect my wife, I'm on it. It's on site. And well, apparently back in 2016, Chris said some shit about Jada then too.
So listen, and I'm sorry, that was funny too, though.
Because no, they're both funny. They're both hilarious.
She was boycotting the Oscars or whatever, and he goes, "They didn't invite you.
Yeah, you
invite you anyway."
Oh yeah, no, it's funny. He's a comedian, and I guess he's going on tour now too, so that's gonna be great. That's what I'm saying too. Like they're homies
in comedy. Along Chris, Tracy, Dave, Eddie used to go hang out backstage at each other's shows, but can't take a joke about her hair.
Dude,
that's what I think. Like, bro, you had people cutting jokes about their marriage, everything, blah blah. The hair joke is what really got you, bro.
I think it was just the heat of the moment. That's all. But I don't even. It's still so confusing because he was laughing, and then 1 second it's a slap. Like that's why I think Jada probably like tapped him on the knee, like, "You gonna let him talk to me like that? You gonna let him talk about me like that?" He's like, "Jada, like, come on, it's a joke." You look like Jada.
The craziest part is, this is the same lady that has basically said if Tupac was still alive,
I don't see. It's so confusing to me why he's still with her, bro. Like,
man, she'd be disrespecting him on live television.
Yeah, openly to his face with a camera right there. Like, oh, we recording? Yeah, I sleep with other
Time to
guys.
get disrespectful.
Yeah, like, and he's just sitting there. I don't get it. Man. But did you see
full 100% Team Chris Rock?
I don't really have it.
Back in the Twilight days, we had Eddie and what was it? No, not Eddie. What am I talking about?
Jacob and
Edward.
Edward.
Okay.
Edward. Good series, good series. You ever watched Twilight movies?
Not a single second of Twilight have I ever seen.
Good. Very good movies.
Oh, let's see. Oh, my boy, Tyrell, I was just talking about you earlier, how you get injured literally all the time. Don't think either people were in the wrong, but Chris definitely should have started a brawl. See, that's what I'm saying too. That's what I'm saying. You cannot, bro. I'm telling you, if you come up to me and smack me in the face, there is no way. Because listen, there are moments in your life, bro, you might have to fight somebody and you know you're gonna lose. Because apparently, Will Smith, first of all, got like 50 pounds on him. Mm-hmm. Probably got about 4 inches on him. Pause. And third of all, apparently has some boxing.
He played Ali, so he had to have trained a little bit.
Exactly. So listen, if he starts a brawl, Chris Rock probably, might not end too well. But I'm sorry, bro. Even if you know you're losing that fight, I'm still smacking the dog shit out of you.
Like, you can knock me out, but you're gonna eat a couple.
That's what I'm saying. See, Josh? See? That's what I'm saying.
I get it.
You can make fun of Jaden and his fashion sensual and her activism. You can entangle Jada, but you can't talk about it. Nah, bro. There some of these tweets, though, I will say, have been peak comedy. I saw somebody tweeted funny. Like, everything about Will's relationship is open, but accepted jokes.
Yeah, bro. No, I just like the stupid ones. Like, Like they're just so dumb. They're like, replace Chris Rock with a pregnant woman and replace
No,
Slap with
no. See,
punch in the
I will
stomach.
say
Like,
no, Josh. You brought up something that I wasn't gonna bring it because now I'm gonna get mad, bro. All the people that like are saying it has like some deep, like
God,
crazy meaning, and it's like, oh, well, this is for all the years that men have said things about women that they stand idly by, and this is for standing up for people with disabilities and things, bro. She got alopecia, bro. It's not cancer. Can we calm down?
yeah. These people. It's funny because like with that pregnant one, it's just like how people are so stupid that they believe that it's not a joke. Like replace it with pregnant woman and punch in the stomach. Not so funny now. It's
Like no
like
shit.
so stupid. Like no shit. It's not funny if a pregnant woman gets punched. Like come on, it's just a joke. Like replace. Someone did it with like a plane in Twin Towers too.
I
And it's
saw
like
that, bro.
so stupid.
Like, I
Like,
was watching the radio today, and it's like, what if she had cancer and they said the same, bro? Then I would have walked there myself personally and smacked the soul out of him.
right, right.
She is not. She's chilling, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Whatever. Full team Chris Rock. Sorry, you're not going to convince me otherwise.
He's
Josh,
going
I
on
want to move
tour,
on real
man.
quickly
I think it's
because
gonna
some
be
more things
great.
before we go back to the sports life, of course. By the way, Moon Knight
Mm.
Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Wednesday, and
Have you seen the Batman yet?
I have not.
I was going good because I'm waiting. I'm just waiting until it comes on HBO Max. I'm not going to theater at this point.
Yeah, I might just do the same thing.
April 19th. April 19th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, soon.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm definitely not going then.
Yeah,
no shot.
time to. Yeah.
My son said Team August. That's crazy. That's crazy.
August winning, man. He winning. I saw another tweet. It was like Jada's gonna let Will watch so hard tonight. So funny, bro. Oh shit!
Bro, I think I saw another one that was like Will had to defend the family's honor, but he couldn't defend his bedroom. I mean, people are.
Does Will have Twitter? Because I feel bad for him if he's got Twitter, man.
Bro, you know what the craziest thing is? Like 3 hours later, I saw a TikTok that Will Smith had posted earlier in the night, and it was him and Jada, and the caption was, like we choose chaos, but and it was like before everything happened though.
Jesus, might be scripted, bro. Who knows?
Now I understand why some people think it's staged. It's definitely not staged though. By the way, definitely not.
No.
But yeah, Moon Knight coming out Wednesday. I'm excited. Listen, I'm gonna have to watch it during the daytime though. These trails looking a little scary out here. I want to be able to sleep at night. Nah.
Just speaking of scary, Bug. Oh God, I was just being stupid watching. Oh, I'm watching my guy. I'm Dante. He's reacting to some scary clips of some stuff, and I'm watching it, and it's getting me a little scared. Some Conjuring clips just got me a little scared. And then Bug, it's like 11 o'clock too, so I'm stupid for watching it at night. And Bug starts barking. I didn't hear nothing. He starts barking.
Oh, brother.
And so I get a little paranoid, and all the lights are off in the house. I already shut them off, getting ready for bed. But I pick up I got like a little letter opener on my desk. I pick it up and I'm walking out there. I barricade the doors, and then I turn around and I accidentally step on Bug's paw. I'm like, oh, Bug, I'm sorry. Like, you scared me. And then whenever I get up after I tell him I'm sorry, a water bottle falls off the table in the kitchen. No. I sprinted so fast to my room, bro. I was not playing. Had me scared to death. I'm like, Bug, get in here. We're going to bed, bro. Like, this is not it. It was scary.
Josh, did you get a chance? Do you have a Paramount Plus? Did you get a chance to watch the Halo?
I don't have Paramount Plus, but I did watch Halo. I liked it a lot.
Bro, listen. I don't care if this is technically a spoiler.
Spoiler. Just spoiler warning. Just
spoiler warning. I'll give you about 30 seconds. This is why the only Dante watches from Coco. But the Halo series, let me tell you something. When Master Chief is coming back from the mission and they're all ready to kill him because he's like disobeying orders, and the doctor pulls up on the other 3 Spartans, and she's like, I'm overriding what they're telling him, protect Master Chief, any insurgents, like, kill them. And the female Spartan's like, including friendlies, ma'am? And the guy's like, if they're going after Master Chief, then they're not friendly. I said, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Like that was one of those. Woo! I felt it. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah. No, the opening to it too, such a good opening like scene with like the little planet, and then the aliens show up. So good, so good. Loved it. Master Chief's a badass too. He's fucking them aliens up.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like though that he took his helmet off so early in the show.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I also didn't think that was the actor that was playing him. I thought the guy that played Hitman was gonna be the guy.
We also listen. We also got to up the CGI a little bit.
Yeah, just a tad.
Just a tad. You know, I understand it's a TV show. You know, probably not.
I didn't realize it was going to be gory either. But like when the kids, like when the aliens first get there, and the kids are like doing drugs or whatever,
they got
getting blown up, legs flying. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
Is the Halo series as good as the Halo Forward onto Dawn series? Because that was a good series. I've honestly never heard of that.
Me either.
I can't tell you.
Probably animated one, I'd have to guess, because I think this is the first live action Halo.
Can't tell you.
How are Clone Wars? You been still watching Clone Wars?
I'm still watching it. I'm still annoyed. I texted Josh a couple days ago. Like, bro, I finally got into season 2. If Bane escapes one more time, I'm like 4 episodes in to season 2. It's the most annoying thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like I can kind of understand escaping from Anakin and Ahsoka because Anakin, you know, does some, you know, questionable things, and and Ahsoka, Padawan, whatever. This man can just casually escape from Obi-Wan and Mace Windu easily, like literally no problem.
Yeah, and it's in the craziest ways all the time too. Like just so stupid. You know, it just flies away, just out of there.
Just you know, right? No problem. I'm out of here. Annoying. It annoyed me. Yeah. I'm going to continue, but not happily. All right, let's move on. A little bit of a longer break, but you know, hey, listen, it was a big story. You can't go anywhere without hearing about Will Smith, so I had to talk about it. I had to just quick shout out. Today's March 28th, in case you didn't know. If you look at that in numbers, that's 328.
Oh, okay.
You know, just a little throwback to, you know, 28-3 when the Pats were down in that Super Bowl. You know, nice little comeback from, you know, the GOAT.
It must be nice to have memories like that.
Oh, it's beautiful to have memories like that, let me tell you.
Really?
No forward. Oh, I've literally never heard of Onto Dawn.
Check that out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to take a look at it. But yeah, I just had to throw that out there. Of course, you know.
I was watching the Kuechly highlights this weekend, man.
I saw you tweet about that.
Very nice. Then I watched the retirement video. Well, I didn't realize he got I forgot he got emotional during it, and I was like, oh, now I'm a little emotional. I miss Luke, man.
You know, I also thought about this. We should have known Brady wasn't retiring because he never had a press conference.
Yeah, like literally nothing happened except
like what athlete retires and doesn't have a press conference? We should have known right there. Should have known.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'd have to throw that in there because I'm an asshole. Well, I might have to live in the past for a couple of years with the Patriots, especially this year because I know they're not making the playoffs. A team that might make the playoffs though is the Miami Dolphins because listen, they're out here trading for Tyreek Hill. Listen, I'm at work. All of a sudden, I see, you know, Tyreek Hill potentially could be traded. 20 minutes later, Tyreek Hill can potentially be traded. It's down to the Jets and the Dolphins. I said, Jesus Christ, how did this happen so fast? 10 minutes later, Tyreek Hill's a Miami Dolphin.
Yeah.
I said, bro, how did this happen in 45 minutes?
Craziness.
And I mean, that was a whole, what did they get? I think they got a first, a second.
No, they got a first, fourth, 2 fourths, I know. No first. It was like 5 picks, though.
We're going to look it up.
Something like
Tyreek Hill trade.
Haul, though. Nice haul.
What was Tyreek Hill traded for?
Tyreek Trill.
Yeah, you feel me? Here we go. A package of draft picks. Like, why can't you just tell me what the package of picks was instead of just Jesus? All right, so they got first round pick in 2022, second round pick in 2022, fourth round pick in 2022, 2023 fourth rounder, and a 2023 sixth rounder.
Not too bad.
I mean, when you look at what The Chiefs got. How did the Packers only get that for Devontae Adams?
I think the Devontae one he was gone. But they could have tagged him, but I think they were like, you know what, we don't even want to go through all this. Just someone offers something, we'll take it. But still, what do they only get like a second or something?
I thought they got a first.
I didn't think they even got. I think it was like a second and a third. I thought that was it.
I don't know. I'd have to look that up too. But you know what? Don't worry. We're about to get there because we're going to talk about winners and losers of this offseason. Well, I got some words, but I mean, realistically, we can tie this all in. We can do it now.
Yeah.
So the winners and losers of the offseason so far. Listen, I think the biggest winner for me, and it's weird because you look at all these teams. The Broncos traded for Russell Wilson, and they get Randy Gregory too, and the Browns get Deshaun Watson, and that whole situation. The Bengals, great. They did literally everything that they were supposed to do. The only thing that they can make this offseason better for them is if they somehow sign Gilmore.
Yeah.
If they can sign Gilmore, even in the draft, go and get like a top flight cornerback, you want to talk about a flawless offseason on paper. Of course, we don't know how anything's going to work out. But what? They got Lael Collins. They got Ted Karras over from the Pats as well. I believe they got – were they the ones that got Kappa? No.
Yeah, I think so.
Were they?
I don't know.
I gotta look now.
Been way too many moves this offseason to really remember most of those. But the Bengals, yeah, I agree.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they're not my biggest winner, but they're definitely a winner for me. I mean, we said it all before last season, like get no line for Joe Burrow, and just add to that defense, and they got to the Super Bowl without really a great O-line.
Man got sacked 54 times.
Yeah, but they had a couple nice pieces, better than the year before, but it still sucked as a whole O-line. But to go and get Kappa and then to get for Lael Collins to kind of fall in your lap, like with all the stuff happening in Dallas, is just beautiful for them, and so glad they were all over that. But for me, the biggest winner is, you said them, Denver. I just think
I don't blame you.
It's so huge. That team is solid all the way around, and then you can get an elite level quarterback. I know we had a down, but you can call it a down year. You missed some games. That O-line was even worse than arguably Cincy's. Yeah.
And I also think he came back too early. I don't think he was healed from that finger injury.
No. So I think Denver is the biggest winner, getting a guy like him. Well, let's just get the AFC West out the way. I have the Raiders also as a.
You can really look at the AFC West and say all winners.
Yeah. I think the Raiders, huge winner. Obviously, Devontae and Chandler Jones. Getting a coach like Josh McDaniels is huge too for that offense. The Chargers, obviously, you go out and you get Khalil Mack, you get J.C. Jackson. That defense is really the biggest problem. And now
they kept Mike Williams.
Yeah, that receiving core is still there. Gerald Everett too, nice tight end. So they did some good things. And Buffalo's kind of had a really nice offseason too. I mean, to get Von Miller, obviously the contract looks on the outside like it's huge, but it's really not.
It's a 2-year deal.
Yeah, so that's a huge pickup. And we said, last year we said about Emmanuel Sanders. I think this year it's going to be Jamison Crowder coming out as a huge pickup for them too. It's really nice. So, yeah, I only have 5 winners. But, yeah, Denver, Cincy, Raiders, Buffalo, and Chargers. Other teams are winners too, but these are just, for me, like the big winners.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say that that's probably my top 5 as well. I think you can throw the Browns in there. I wouldn't be mad at you. I just don't know how long Watson's going to be out, which, I mean, he got another grand jury said that, they weren't going to file charges on him. So, I mean, if you're not going to get any criminal charges, I don't know how long the NFL can suspend him. I mean, I know they obviously suspended Big Ben for his incident back in the day.
I would cry. You tell me if Brady retires and Baker's a solid quarterback with a good Bucs team, get that out of my division. Don't want that.
I really have no idea where Baker's going to play, bro.
I don't either.
The second that they traded for Watson, I was like, all right, Baker is an Indianapolis Colt.
Mm-hmm.
100%. No doubt in my mind. And no, you know what? That's another team you can look at. Colts kind of winners. Listen, I don't think Wentz and Ryan are that big of a difference, but I'd say Matt Ryan's probably better because he makes the plays that Wentz can make. He just doesn't make any of the mistakes that he makes, which is obviously the problem. So there's
And
the Dolphins, like
Yannick
you said,
Ngakoue
you
too.
traded for Tyreek Hill, bro.
Yeah, that's why I said like so many teams had tremendous off seasons, but I just think those other teams just like even the Panthers, we did not have too terrible of an offseason. Obviously, swung and missed on every good quarterback that was really available because no one likes Carolina, I guess. But we got some good offensive linemen in there. We picked up some defensive pieces. I'm not too mad at everything, and we got the best punter in the game, Johnny Hicker. So, and we're gonna be punting a lot this season, so it's nice to have a good punter.
Losers. Listen.
Yeah, there's some.
Listen, bro. I'm sorry. The Chiefs are losers.
I agree.
Like, you signed Juju, yeah. Listen, I was excited for the Chiefs when they signed Juju because he would have been an excellent 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's obviously the second wide receiver probably, but he's an excellent 3 in the offense because obviously Kelsey's number 1 or 1A, 1B with him and Hill. And then after that, it would have been Juju. But I mean, listen, I'm not even the biggest Tyreek Hill fan. I think he's slightly overrated. I just know because I think he's strictly speed. I don't think he gives you much other than that. Obviously, the speed as well, quite impressive. But you lose him, you're losing a big part of that offense.
Yeah.
So I think that drops him down just a tad.
And I don't think people like people always hate on Hill. They're like he's just fast. That's all he can do. He's just fast. But like he's so much more than that. He finds ways to get open. He makes big plays, yards after catch. And then a lot of that is due to speed. But John Ross is very fast too. Why doesn't he do it? Like Tyreek Hill is a special talent. And I think it's a huge pickup. I know everybody's making fun of Tua that doesn't have a strong arm, can't get the ball there. But I watched him and Jalen Waddle cook us. Tua can get the ball to those fast guys. He can do that.
Bro, Jalen Waddle and Tua on the same team.
Yeah, that's going to be disgusting.
And then didn't they sign Mostert?
Yeah, Mostert and Chase Edmonds.
He's fast as hell too.
And they got that receiver from the Cowboys who stepped up when everybody was hurt. I can't remember his name. Cedric Wilson.
I know exactly who
Cedric
you're talking
Wilson?
about too.
Cedric
Wilson?
Is it Cedric? I don't know if it's Cedric. I know it's something Wilson.
I think it's Cedric.
Yeah, but I don't think people understand. Like sure, MVS and Juju are nice pickups, but that's not going to fill the void of what Tyreek Hill is.
Combine them, and they're still not Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, no. I mean, Travis Kelce's going to have a lot of responsibility this year. I think they need to draft a receiver. They need to go get. I'd love Jameson Williams on this Chiefs team from Bama. I think he's amazing. But I think also kind of the signing of Ronald Jones makes me think that they might be a run-heavy team this year. Take some of that pressure off Mahomes. Don't force Kelce to take every hit because he's going to get doubled every play. So that's the
other big part. You could never double one of them because the other one was one-on-one. It was just too risky.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you scared of besides Kelce now?
Yeah.
Like, I'm absolutely doubling Kelce every single play and living with
MVS going
beat me. Like, I can live with that.
Yeah.
But if Travis Kelce goes for 150 and 2 touchdowns, I'm jumping off the Kansas City Stadium.
Yeah. And it's a huge loss for Kansas City. I think Miami clearly won the trade. Obviously, they give up like 5 picks, but they've had a really good offseason.
Listen, what did the Rams do? They said, fuck them picks. Won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, some other losers for me. And some of these teams, they're not losers so much because they wasted money. They're kind of losers because they lost players and haven't done anything else. Arizona, what the hell are you doing? You lose Christian Kirk, you lose Chase Edmonds, you lose Chandler Jones. Kyler Murray hates you. What are you doing there? They haven't done it. They had a very good season, and now they're just not doing anything. Like, you're not trying to get better, and you're not solving this quarterback drama. So it's just nothing from them. Seattle, I mean, you just cut probably the 2 best players franchise history are gone. Russ and Bobby Wagner both gone.
Yeah.
Tough season for them. Green Bay, I get you got Aaron Rodgers back, but that's about it, man. Zadarius Smith's gone, Devontae's gone, MVS is gone. It's looking rough over there. And Clayton, I know you're not in here, but your Bears are big losers this year as well. Allen Robinson gone. Khalil Mack traded for a bag of peanuts. It's been a tough season because I don't want to put Jacksonville in here because they gave Christian Kirk $70 million, but I think they've made some other decent signings. They're just trying to put a roster around Trevor Lawrence because I think you said last week, like, you got to find out what these young guys are made of. So
you got to figure out if they're good or not eventually.
Yeah, so you got to put at least some good players or decent players around them. But, yeah, those are my 4 losers. 5 losers. Arizona, Kansas City, Green Bay, Chicago, and Seattle. Teams that didn't do anything.
You know what? I agree with everything you just said.
Clayton.
I'm throwing my boys in there too, though.
I almost put them in there. I almost did.
I'm throwing the Patriots in. I'm sickened. I'm disgusted by what I'm seeing. Disgusted.
Tough.
Did absolutely nothing. Didn't spend a single dime. Now you spent most of your money last year. Guess what? How did last year go? This man, Hunter Henry, disappeared second half of the season. Jonnu Smith been on a milk cart ever since he signed the contract. Lose J.C. Jackson because you don't want to pay him. Who's stepping up and replacing him? We're going to find some other. Malcolm Butler came back. Really? I'm good.
Yeah, Malcolm's back.
I'm good.
The hero.
I'm good. Never been better, actually.
Lost Josh McDaniels, too.
Apparently, we're going to have Matt Patricia helping with the offense. Yeah, okay, I'm good.
That's beautiful. I love
good
to hear that.
No, I'm good. I'm great. You're still throwing to, Kmart, what's the word I'm looking for here? Cashier register number 3 in Jacoby Myers. Cashier number 2, man. Probably looking at Kendrick Bourne. Like, you lose Karras. You lose Shaq Mason for a 4th-round pick.
This is kind of like the exact opposite of what the Jags are doing. You're like, hey, Mac Jones might be so good that we don't need anybody.
Yeah.
So, like,
listen, if anybody has those thoughts, you got to put down the crack.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You got to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we talking about? Let's see. Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, Matt Stafford won that Super Bowl. No need to keep Odell. There was no help at all.
I mean, Odell was about to have a monster game.
No, Odell was winning the MVP before.
Yeah, he was about to go off. So
yeah, he was going crazy.
Yeah.
Commanders losing Sheriff and trading for Wentz is a big. Listen, how about you calm down? Calm down.
It is L. It is.
Wentz DC is about to go crazy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I really think that they're going to be so much better this year. I think that they're going to win the division.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about the division.
Listen, you had a team.
They might finish 3rd.
3rd?
Yeah.
You think the Eagles are going to be
probably 2nd. I think the Eagles probably win the division.
You think the Eagles win the division?
I'm a big Jalen Hurts guy, just like you're a big Carson guy. I'm big on Jalen.
Hey, listen. I love me some Jalen Hurts as well, too. I've defended him tooth and nail in that group chat. I've gotten plenty of slings and arrows. So, you don't got to tell me.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't. I mean, they got to get off. I like
what the craziest part is? You know what the craziest part is, bro? Winning that division really might still be like a 9-8 thing.
Yeah, like they still see like
see Tyrell. That's what I'm saying. Wentz ain't no L. Wentz is gonna
see. All right,
Tyrell, listen, I didn't know until right now, but you're bright. I didn't know until right now.
He didn't elevate the Colts, and he had the best running back in the league.
Yeah, but bro, he's gonna be throwing the ball to Scary Terry now instead of Michael Pittman.
I don't know, man.
Listen, Pittman's good, but he ain't no Scary Terry.
He's got a little bit of a downgrade. That O-line's a little bit of a downgrade with losing Sheriff too.
Listen, you're right.
And so he's got a lot more opportunities.
Chase Young coming back.
Those heroic plays. That defense is nice. That defense is going to be okay. Yeah, I really like it.
Now you're losing me again. Did anybody see what he did last year? Yeah, I did. 27-7.
Yeah, but there was about 15 drop picks. Don't act like that 49ers game didn't have about 15 of them.
Well, guess what? If the 49ers don't drop that interception, we're not talking about Rams Super Bowl champions.
I mean, listen, we're both eye test. We're both eye test guys, and you cannot tell me Carson Wentz was elevating the Colts last year.
Bro, I think he I think he's going to make them so much better.
No, no.
Bro, you had 27-7 last year compared to what? We looked at it. What wasn't it like 20-15?
Are we talking about Lamar again?
No. We're talking about we could be talking about Lamar because he's trash too. We're talking about who was the quarterback for Washington last year? Taylor Heineke.
I test. Heineke, listen, the Redskins were still a solid team. They almost made the playoffs. And I get it.
Well, then how about that? Is Wentz not better than Heineke, bro?
I think Wentz has them almost in the same exact spot.
You're
I don't think he's gonna. I think.
Listen,
So how many wins do you think they're gonna get this year?
Josh, we haven't done this in a long time, but I mean, come on.
I forgot.
We got.
No, how many wins do you think they're getting this year? Over under 8 wins.
Oh, over. I'll take the over every day.
Over
Twice on Sundays.
That's crazy.
Twice.
That's crazy.
Listen, I know that they didn't make the playoffs.
They almost did. Every one of that.
You can't tell me that Wentz is not better than Taylor Heineke.
I didn't say he wasn't better, but I'm not saying he's crazy head over heels.
I think he's at least a tier above him, minimum.
Yeah, but the tier is like backup. You want a new quarterback. Like those are the 2 tiers there.
No.
So you're telling me that if Carson Wentz is your starting quarterback, you're not like, we might draft a guy, see who's available in the offseason.
No, I think I'm good.
You're crazy.
Listen.
I think I'm not saying Wentz is trash, but he doesn't make that team like, they're contenders now. He doesn't do that. He doesn't.
Got to also remember Chase Young's coming back from an injury.
Chase Young, yeah. But we'll have to see that too. And I get it. I'm excited to see Curtis Samuel full season there.
Yeah, exactly.
Very excited to see that. Antonio Gibson, beast, brought back McKissick. Love the offense. Don't love Wentz.
Washington first in the division. And then obviously, of course, Cowboys
are winning. That'd
be wonderful.
Bro. The Eagles are winning that.
I think we should make a wager. I think we should.
I don't know about wagering on that division. That is just
we can wager on wins.
So who has more wins at the end of the season? Eagles.
I got the Commanders.
I'm going with the Eagles.
New logo, new name, new them.
The Commanders. Commander Carson.
Yeah, Commander Carson. We got Wentz DC. We got Wensington DC, bro. It's just nothing like a good old Wensington DC.
Nah, man. Well, you think they're a good team, but let's get into the next topic. Any teams this offseason that became contenders due to their moves? Do you got anybody? Or is it the same group still?
I think it's a lot of the same teams. I mean, what are we looking at contender? I see this is another thing. You look at a contender like can win the Super Bowl,
when I say contender, this team could win it all. Like that's what when I say contender.
At this very moment, I think I think the Bills are contenders.
This is one of the 2 teams that I think made the move this season too.
Oh no, absolutely. I was going to say.
Yeah.
I think the Bills are contenders. Well, you want new teams though. I guess the Bills have been there.
Not somebody that
I would go the Chargers made themselves contenders. I think the Broncos did because you get Russ.
The one I'm about to say is, all depends on what comes next. But the Browns, man, they got a very good team.
Oh no, absolutely.
And it's Deshaun Watson. But there's so many other factors in play for them too. I kind of want to put them in there because you still have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. Amari Cooper, you're apparently not paying him what his contract says. It's all bonuses now, so who knows? But Deshaun Watson's still that guy, so it's.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put them on the same level as what Denver and the Chargers did because they're right away now like that.
Whoa. Watson won't play. You thinking whole season? Because I think you're crazy.
I don't know.
Watson's playing this year. I'll tell you that right now. Ain't no way he don't play the whole season.
NFL wouldn't do that to themselves.
Here's Josh. I said this on the hard count last week. I didn't say it on this show because I don't think we talked about like how long I think he'd be out. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him like a 10-game suspension, right? Just to overreact, or not even overreact, because depending on what you believe, it could be an underreaction, could be an overreaction. Like I said, I'm not worried about that part of it. We're talking about football
show, guys.
I got. Listen, if you want a lawyer talk, you're gonna have to go talk to one. I'm basically an idiot. But I think they give him like 10, and then all of a sudden he appeals it, of course, like they would do. Maybe it gets dropped down to like 6 or 4. So then the NFL on one hand can be like, listen, we tried to suspend him. And then an independent arbitrator said, no, we can't do it. We're not the bad guys. He's the bad guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if he only misses like 4 games, you're telling me you got Watson for 13? I'm giving him a great chance.
Yeah.
Great chance.
Yeah.
Because, listen, I don't know if you've seen a lot of things. Now all of a sudden, Jarvis, I wouldn't mind coming back.
Yeah.
And, Odell, all of a sudden, oh, yeah, the Browns. That wouldn't be terrible. Mm-hmm. So you put Watson there a whole season. You still got Chubb and Hunt. If you get one of those 2 guys back,
didn't they sign a tight end?
David Njoku.
I think they signed. Did they sign Hayden Hurst too?
I don't know.
He went somewhere.
He did go somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they got a good offense. So.
I'm biased, but a realist too, so I'll wait until after the draft day before I say Gang Green is taking it to the playoffs. Calm down.
I feel the same way about the Panthers.
Jarvis, after he found out he could get a 20-year on the market.
Fired his agent. He's like, nah, this ain't happening.
He said, nah, I'm taking all that bread.
Yeah. But I think there's only 3. I mean, like the Raiders had a very good offseason, but I don't know if I can call them contenders. Like I love Derek Carr, love Devontae, love Josh Jacobs. That defense just has some questions.
Darren Waller.
Very good team. Very good with that division. Like if they were in a different division, I mean, they might win 10 games and finish 4th. Like,
isn't that a crazy thing?
Like
I would not be. I'm telling you, bro. I am not surprised if every team makes the playoffs. I don't think it's ever happened before. We thought it was going to happen last year with the NFC West. Obviously, some things, transpired there with Russ and everything. But
yeah,
God, is that division good? Ah, there we go. The Bengals got hurt.
Yeah, because they lost Uzama. Yeah, that's a nice pickup
over there to your Gang Green.
I like the Jets and Jags.
No, the Jets I will say, listen, as much as we climb the Jets and everything, they've had a really good offseason as well.
Yeah, they've been very nice with it. And I think they're going to have a nice draft, too. I think they'll be good. And I'm a big Zach Wilson guy. I really like him.
I can't decide how I feel.
I love Zach Wilson.
Can't decide. I'll get there this year. I got to see some more. Because, even though the Jet games are on over here in good old New York, I got the NFL Sunday ticket. What are we talking about? You think I'm watching a Jet game, bro?
No.
Like, come on. What are we doing here? I ain't watching it. Honestly, all the games I put on next year might just all be AFC West games anyway. I might have to watch every single one of them.
Yeah.
I might have to buy the upgraded package next year. Might have to. Or I can have like multiple people sign into my account, split it, with some people. Don't worry, NFL. I'm not actually going to do that. I'm talking about strictly myself. I just want the package so I can watch on my laptop and then put some on the TV as well. I would never share my password with anybody. Don't you worry. Josh and I agree on a lot of things, and Zach Wilson is one of them.
Zach Wilson, man.
Well, don't agree on too much with Josh because you are looking at a back-to-back NFL picks champion. So,
no, come on, no. The first season doesn't even count.
Back-to-back, like the cover.
And it's very much looking like I don't have to pick the Panthers at all. So, because it looks like we're getting 17 to Sam. So, and that picture of Matt Rule today, man, all over my timeline. This man
looks like a goofball.
God, that's my head coach. That's my team.
Straight goofball.
God.
All right, John, let's get into our final little segment of the show here, though. Look at the greatest moment of last season was being validated about Whack Prescott being an overpaid trash bag.
Ooh, Whack Prescott might be in this next topic.
Oh, is he? Okay, let's play a little Who's Better game now. Listen, we've had the comments popping off over on the YouTube side of things, so you guys better be playing along on this game as well. I'm gonna be very disappointed in all of you.
Yes. So, first one, and I think this is something people talked about a lot this past season. And when you say who's better, it's not just skill-wise. Who do you want on your team? Everything gets taken into account. So, Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase?
Oh, brother. Oh, brother. You're going to do that to me?
Hey, they got to be tough. Can't be the easy ones.
You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Give me Jamar,
Mhm.
even though I think in my mind, deep down, right in my soul, I think Justin Jefferson might be slightly better, but he's in playing with Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins, you know how much longer he's going to be there. We know him and Burrow are going to be together for a very long time.
Mhm.
So I know the relationship. He had an unbelievable rookie season. You can only imagine that he's going to get better. I go with Chase in the slimmest of margins, and I don't even think any of it has to do with them individually. It has to do with who they're playing with.
I'm going with Justin Jefferson with the slimmest of margins too. I mean,
It's fair.
I think I agree. I think Jamar's in a more beneficial situation. I
He's
think
got speed.
yeah, I think both of them have the luxury of playing alongside another really solid receiver. In Jamar's case, two of them. You know, he's playing alongside both Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins, who demand respect from the defense. And Justin Jefferson, obviously, playing opposite of Adam Thielen. But, I mean, there is a gap between who Joe Burrow is and who Kirk Cousins is. And Justin Jefferson, I'm just going with him just because I just think he's better. I just think he's a better player. He's done it for 2 years now. I think Jamar is right up there with him and is going to continue to develop as a very good player. But I don't know. I just got to go with Justin Jefferson because
I don't
we've
blame
seen him play really. I mean, these are two guys who were teammates too at LSU with Joe Burrow. You know, so they're very close to each other. But I don't know. I just got to go with Jamar.
I don't blame you. That was a tough one.
This one, I don't know. I might be all by myself on the island over here, but DJ Moore or Terry McLaurin.
Oh no, I gotta go scary Terry.
Couldn't disagree more.
I think he's bigger, more athletic.
Hmm. They're around the same size.
Are they?
I think so. Terry, how tall is Terry? I'm thinking Terry's.
You know what, Josh? This is the beauty of the internet. This is what we're gonna
Yeah.
do. Terry.
This is a very good question. We could see it because he's kind
Terry
of
McLaurin's a
developing.
solid 6 foot even.
Yeah, I think DJ's around 6'1", 6'2". I think
Hey,
Thielen's
look at
becoming
DJ
more
Moore.
of a red zone only
DJ
short
6
yardage
foot as
guy.
well.
Yeah, I was thinking they're around the same size.
See,
The
I
reason
feel like they play so much different though.
well, DJ, nah, I mean DJ could easily this season have a Debo type of role. Like he could easily be a guy that gets a lot of carries. But this is another thing, man. Look at how many different quarterbacks he's had to play with. You know, Kyle Allen, Cam Newton, Teddy, PJ,
I mean, we're
Sam.
gonna say that. What about Terry?
That's what I'm saying. Like these, but I think Terry's quarterbacks he's had have been a little bit better. Than what
he had Fitzpatrick for a half.
I think Taylor Heineke's probably.
Heineke.
I think Taylor Heineke might be better than all the guys I just listed for the Panthers.
I think him and Sam Darnold are the same person.
No, I mean maybe. It depends on what Sam you're getting, but then it also depends on what Taylor you're getting. So, and they both played with Kyle Allen. See, this one's tough too because I mean they've both played for Ron Rivera too. But I'm going with DJ. Scary Terry makes some amazing catches. I just think DJ is more versatile. I think he's much better in an open field than Terry is. Terry's very good in open field, but DJ in the open field is insane. They both have made catches where I'm just like, Jesus, like what is that? But it's crazy. Some end arounds, but not a lot. I'm just thinking of, this offense. CMC gets hurt again. We got to have someone that can move in the backfield, and I don't know. I do love our Deontay Foreman.
Well, listen, when you get your brand new quarterback Malik Willis.
Nah, I don't think we're going quarterback. If we do go quarterback, Matt Rule's going to try to save his ass by taking the most NFL-ready guy in Kenny Pickett, which will be stupid because that's just him trying to save his job.
You think?
It's either that. I'm okay with Charles Cross. If Kayvon Thibodeau falls to us, I'm okay with him.
Josh, the annual Unwrapped NFL mock draft live stream coming up pretty soon.
Hey.
You better be involved.
I will be.
I'm commissioner once again.
Okay.
Commissioner Connie, you feel me?
The one name you won't hear me take in this mock draft is Sauce Gardner. We don't need another corner, bro. We just gave Dante Jackson a lot of money. We don't need another corner, bro. But yeah, I'm going DJ. I just could be biased. Not gonna say it's not because I'd probably be lying, but yeah, I'm going DJ.
It's fair.
Oh yeah, I forgot you already answered, but this one said Dak Prescott earlier, and I already know what your answer is going to be because you're not a Dak guy. But Derek Carr or Dak Prescott?
Oh yeah. Start the car, baby. Start the car.
I don't know. For me,
I'm good. I'm great. Never been better on Dak. Never.
For me,
Man can't win against teams over 500. Doesn't win in the playoffs. As a much better team than Derek Carr's ever had. This man Derek Carr went to the playoffs with a head coach who got fired, a drunk driving teammate, actually two of them, Darren Waller out for half the year, and a mechanic as his best wide receiver.
It is true. It is true.
This man Dak lost in the first round with, Amari Cooper, Zeke, a solid offensive line, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons on defense, Randy Gregory on defense.
I also don't think Dak's the one that called the quarterback draw.
Guess what? This man doesn't realize that you're supposed to slide at a certain point.
I just don't think he called the play. I think it was a bad coaching to put him in.
Listen, I can agree with that. Even if he called the play, though, even if he didn't call the play, shouldn't you know when to slide?
I'm going with Dak. I'll do it. I'll go with Dak.
I'm good.
I just think he's better. JJ Watt said better. Maybe he's just a little bit better. I think Derek Carr is very good. I think he's got a decent arm. And I always talk about it when we bring up Derek Carr. I love the heroics, breaks his leg and then he comes running out of the locker room. I just love the movie feel to it. But Dak, I don't know. Dak, I think, is very, very good.
I'll take Carr any day. I'll take Wentz over Whack. Hell, give me Mac Jones or Tua over Whack.
Wow. You guys just really hate Dak around here. I don't know. Yeah, leave Hunter Renfrow alone. Come on, Connie.
I mean, Hunter Renfrow literally looks like a mechanic, though. That's your local
respect, but he's a weapon.
No, the man's an animal.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me he doesn't look like he works out of Mavis.
That's what makes him even better.
Or, a nice O'Reilly Auto Parts.
That's what makes these play. That's why we love Caruso, too. These guys don't belong here.
No. I wouldn't say we. I'd say you guys.
You don't like Caruso? Oh,
he annoys the hell out of me.
You're disgusting.
Bald head.
You're disgusting.
With his little shiny head.
Yeah, I'm going with Dak, though. I like Dak a lot. I'm going to take him.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I don't know about that. We are paying Sam Darnold $18 million, and he's still our starter. So, yeah, this last one isn't a who better. I want you to rank these quarterbacks.
Ooh, I love rankings. I'm always right, too. So,
Carson Wentz.
Oh, yeah.
Kirk Cousins.
Oh, brother.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oof.
Matt Ryan. Rank them from best to worst.
Okay. Now, am I ranking them on a full season or having to win a game?
Yeah, you got to win a game right now.
I got to win a game right now.
This is your depth chart.
Oof, that changes so many things.
Well, you could do it however you want. Could be for the future. I don't think any of these guys' age is really, like he's young. I mean, maybe Wentz, but
listen, I'm just gonna rank them in the ways that I would want them on my team. Well, okay. Ryan is at one. Was the only right answer.
I agree with that. Ryan is my number one. I think Matt Ryan's the best out of these four.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think Matt Ryan's the best. I'll give you mine.
All right. Yeah, let me hear yours first.
Matt Ryan, number one. Jimmy Garoppolo is my number two.
Oh, brother.
Kirk Cousins is third. Carl Wentz is last.
See, this is going to sound really weird for me, for somebody who does not like this player. I almost want to say Kirk is one. And I don't think Kirk Cousins is very good. I don't. But you also have to remember, Matt Ryan's, what, is he 36 now?
Something like that.
36. I mean, he needs a good O-line.
That's true, but I mean,
look, see, we even got Kirk even ranked last year. I mean, You know what? Listen. It's my damn list. I'll do what I want. I'm gonna go Kirk 1. I don't love him. I think he's extremely overrated. But I'll go Kirk 1 out of those 4. I would say Matt Ryan's next. For sure. Easy number 2. I mean, very easy. And let me tell you something. I'll take Wentz over Jimmy any day of the week. This man Jimmy be winning playoff games, throwing for 60 yards, and then all of a sudden he's the reason that they won the game. No, I'm good. I'm good. He's not the reason you won the game.
You have Wentz third?
I have Wentz third.
I thought you'd for sure have him top 2.
Listen, I love Wentz-Annapolis, formerly the Wentz wagon, the Wentz train, you know? Wentz-Adelphia.
Yep.
Now over to Wentzington, D.C.
Commander Carson.
Wentz, D.C. You know what I mean? But I can realize when some people are better, and I think he is. I think that those two guys are probably a little bit better.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not a Jimmy guy though. Nor will I ever be a Jimmy guy. I'm good.
I can't really hate on Jimmy because I say Sam's our starting quarterback, but there is still a nice chance he is coming to Carolina, and I don't think Jimmy's terrible.
Bro, how does he get the credit for that Packer win?
No one.
They scored no points. The defense got a blocked punt, and then all of a sudden they win the game, and it was on Jimmy.
I don't know.
In what world did Jimmy win that game?
I think only
smoking
for me,
rocks.
In my opinion, there's only really one guy here who's not really a game manager, and I don't mean that in the way we look at game managers. I think Matt Ryan's the only guy here who's like a legit hey, this guy's pretty fucking good. I think the rest of these guys.
I don't hate you for that.
I think the rest of the guys, you could kind of rank them however you want, and I wouldn't really disagree. Like I have Jimmy second, and most of these comments and even you have Jimmy last. So I don't know. It's interesting, but I do have one more ranking actually. I just decided it.
Foles is better than Wentz. Calm down. Wentz can't win a Super Bowl. He's miles better than Wack because he has that ring.
Who got the statue?
Bro, why does everybody forget that this man was going to be the MVP?
He had like 2 MVP votes.
He was good. No, but he was going to be the MVP before he literally.
Who won it that year? Who won it that year?
That was Mr. Brady.
So you think he was going to get over Brady?
I know. I really do, bro. Hold on. Let me.
He was going crazy. I'm not going to say he wasn't going crazy, but
let me just make sure. But I remember that year, him going crazy. In 2017, they were 11-2, and he had 33 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Which means, and like I said, he only played 13 games that year. 11-2, 33-7.
Yeah, he was going crazy, man. I'm not saying he wasn't.
So, also had 162 yards rushing, you know?
Foles went kind of crazy too. So is that Doug Peterson and Frank Reich, or is that Carl Wentz?
Well, it can't be Frank Reich. I mean, he was supposed to turn this man around this year, and it didn't happen. I mean, it did actually happen.
Wentz went the other way. Wentz went the other way.
Ryan is the only guy that can win you a game. The other 3, you just don't want them to lose the game. I can agree with that.
I agree.
Especially if it's a primetime game for Kirk. You know he's trying to lose that game.
Yeah. This last one, going to the running backs. We haven't hit them yet.
Okay.
So I need you to rank these 4 guys. Or maybe 3. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I want to put this last one in here because I think he'd probably finish dead last. But, no, actually, I'll audible.
Just throw him in there. Why not?
Yeah. We'll go 5. Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey, Joe Mixon, Najee Harris.
Damn. Are we living in a hypothetical everybody's healthy world?
Have to with CMC.
Very important question.
Have to with CMC in there. These guys are healthy. Good. They're your.
If everybody is healthy.
But no, actually, we can't do that. You're going to have to deal with CMC with who he is.
I got to deal with CMC.
Hypothetically, he's one.
That's what I'm saying. Hypothetically, it's number 1. I don't even think that's hard.
Yeah, so we can't do that. It's CMC now, who he is.
So that means everybody is who they are, though.
Yeah, because other guys battle it
All
too.
right, everybody is who they are, though.
Yeah, because other guys battle it
All
too.
right, everybody the way that they are. I think might be a crazy take for some people. I'm taking Dalvin Cook 1. I would take Dalvin 1. I would take Kamara at 2. And then, after the year he had, I'll admit it. I would take Mixon 3, CMC 4, and then Harris. Although I love me some Najee.
That is a different list than mine. I agree on the
2
one.
years in a row, CMC's hurt. I can't do it no more, man.
I agree with the one. I'm on Cook number 1 too. I think
Okay.
Dalvin Cook is currently the best out of these guys. Might be crazy. I'm taking Najee too. I think Najee is like that. I think he's that good.
I think he's going to be very good. So I'm not terribly upset.
And I'm not even doing this just strictly off, potential. I just think he's that good already. I think he's very good. And then I'm going CMC 3.
Yeah, listen, but Josh, even you got to realize that.
CMC's injuries are way worse than Dalvin's, man.
That's why CMC's played like 6 games in the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm. I'm taking CMC 3rd. I think even with the injuries, I'll take him over Kamara. But Kamara 4, Joe Mixon 5. That would be my ranking.
Wow.
And that Najee one is just because I love him, dude. I'm big on Najee. I think he's so good already.
I don't hate it. I mean, I think he's going to be very, very good. So I'm not mad at it. Yeah. CMC, Kamara, Mixon, Dalvin, Harris.
I get why Najee's last for most people.
You upset the one Bengal fan that ever listened to the show.
Mixon's very good. Very good. But these guys, again, J.J. Watt, just a little bit fucking better. Just a little bit.
It gets it.
That's a tough list, though. That's tough because the number 1, I think CMC could be 1. Kamara could even be 1.
I want CMC to be healthy this year.
Yeah, you're telling.
That's literally the only thing I want in life.
Me as well. And I think Deontay Foreman, the pickup of him being like kind of a between the tackles back is I love it because CMC doesn't have to take that beating. He can just be in space because he was good for the Titans. He was huge for them when Derrick Henry went down.
I know he had a nice game against the Pats.
Yeah, so I think.
Look at that, Michael and Colorcast already saying CMC won't stay healthy. Listen, Michael.
Wow, Michael, thanks for jinxing it. Really,
exactly. You just want Josh to not be happy. Crazy.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
And you're supposed to be a friend? Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Hopefully we'll take some hell off him with the signing. I'm assuming you mean some stress or something. I don't know.
Should I find another one or should that be it?
Nah, listen, we're at an hour 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're going to – Josh.
We'll do more next week.
Exactly. I was going to say, I love doing these. We got to do it. Listen, we got a show next week too. Listen, we're here all year round. Besides for a couple weeks in June because I'm out to the condo. So,
we'll still be here. I'll be here.
Josh will be here, though. That Halo show, though. Christian, you missed the break, my guy.
This is disrespectful, Clayton. Get that out of my face.
It's not Clayton.
Oh, I said Logan. Get that out of my face.
I think the technical name is Vic, right? Because I talk to C because I always forget your name. And then I always talk to CJ.
He can't reveal his true identity.
No, I'm 90% sure it's Vic.
He's Batman. This is Bruce Wayne we're talking to.
This man, Michael, said he couldn't finish the first episode of the Halo series. Michael, put down the cocaine. Put it down.
What do you mean you couldn't get through it? It was so good.
Like, I don't. What are we talking about here? What are we doing? That take is so bad. I had to end the show. I got to end the show.
He's been injured 2 years, man. Come on, leave him alone. But the team stinks. AD's on a great team in injury.
Listen, you guys are bugging out right now. You guys are kind of wilding right now.
Sorry,
said never disrespect me about saying
that's why I was shocked at first. I was like, Clayton, that wasn't even you.
Moon Knight Wednesday, Christian, absolutely. Morbius Friday, yo. I heard the Morbius is trash.
Well, but then it's kind of the same thing for me with Eternals. People are expecting the regular superheroes they always get.
See, I knew I was right.
Alias, he's got an alias. I love it. But I'm excited for Morbius too. So many good things coming out in these coming months.
Yo, Tyrell, we out to the theaters, bro? What are we doing? Come on.
Got
Gotta go see
Batman in
Morbius, my
April.
guy.
We got Moon Knight this Wednesday. Not too long before Obi-Wan is back.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Can't wait, man.
Don't even get me started on the Obi-Wan series. Nothing else in life matters.
But I'm gonna hate Twitter when it opens because then we're gonna have to deal with the Grand Inquisitor talk all over again.
Yeah, guess what? Didn't ask. Don't care.
Hate it. People can't just enjoy shit.
Save your opinion. I don't care. Because I'm gonna enjoy it and I'm gonna love it. Josh, where can they find you everywhere so we can get on out of here?
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at Jolin_4. All of you guys see the interaction with the YouTube channel. All you guys watching on Twitter and on the other platforms, make sure you go over there, subscribe so we can chat with you. Yeah, and make sure you head on over to Underdog. Facts. I gave you guys a free pick last week. Took Katie's over. Easy money. Probably late for any picks tonight, so I'm not going to give any of that. But head over to Underdog, use code GenZ, double your first deposit, and tune in next Monday, 7 Eastern.
Yes, sir. You know what it is by now. Anthony Conover _ over there on Twitter. Anthony _ Conover on Twitch, where I put all the pods as well. A Conover USN over on the Colorcast. Listen, we appreciate the YouTube. We appreciate the Colorcast. The Colorcast puts a little dough in the pocket as well. So we always appreciate the people that watch over there. Yeah, listen, we're back every Monday, 7 Eastern. Obviously, the podcast will go up after this as well. So if you missed anything, you can go back, give it a nice listen. Make sure you give it a little rating, a little comment. Tell us how much you love us, because I don't know why you wouldn't. Tuesdays, I do the hard count, me and CJ, everything in the football world. So we'll have fun over there. We got some mock draft stuff coming up, I would assume. NFL is the gift that keeps on giving, let me tell you. And then Thursday, backstop banter, me and Michael breaking down everything in the baseball world. We are a week, like 10 days, I believe, away from.
I'm expecting some picks. All right, I want to make some money off some baseball.
I got you. Next year, I'll give you all the futures bets for the MLB.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. You give me some games this year. If I got money on it, I'm watching it, man.
Say less. Yeah, backstop banter. That's 9 Eastern on Thursdays. Everything in the baseball world. Make sure you go check that out. But listen, people. With all that being said, it's been a very fun episode. Love the interaction. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And hey, I better see the same exact energy next week. Because like Josh said, everybody comments and stuff. It makes things more fun for us. You got people to talk to. Because I can only talk to Josh for so long. Let me tell you something. Ready for the XFL in April? I keep forgetting that the XFL exists. I'm not going to lie, but I'm probably going to watch it because I'm an idiot and I watch football.
Jay Patterson, man. Oh, yeah. Love that.
Listen, maybe I'll like the XFL more than I like college. That'll really get people mad.
Is it? I thought it was the AFL.
I thought it was the USFL. No.
Is it the USFL? It's like the AAFL or something.
I think it's the USFL and the XFL is next year. That's what I thought.
Isn't it American Football League though?
You know by
Fox, right?
Great question. I have no idea. Christian said, I don't get how you don't like college. Listen, Christian, I could go on a 20-minute rant about why college is absolute dog shit, but I won't do it. I'll save it for the next episode, maybe. It is the USFL. See? Listen, we are wheezy out of here, okay, people? Everybody, you enjoy your night evening.
And Christian. You guys all better. No, I was going to say a stupid joke.
Yeah, check us out on the pod, available everywhere. Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio. If you listen to a podcast somewhere, we're there as well. With that being said, thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next episode, baby.